All right, so what's going on? I have been getting a ton of questions about the new property, how it's coming along, and I just wanted to give you guys like a 5-minute update video here. The fencing is complete. The gates are up at the road. Main gate's up on the side road back over there, way past the other side. And guys, I had something happen here I never thought would happen. I actually had a county guy stop in about 3 weeks ago and asked me if I wanted mulch. And when I saw the truck come in, you know how it is when you see a county truck, I'm like, uh-oh, what did I do wrong? I was like, hey, I saw the mulch sign. We have big trucks. We can get a 50-yarder in here. We can get a 100-yarder in here. Would you take mulch? And I'm like, of course. He's like, all right, just tell me when to stop. And I'm like, you don't know who you're dealing with. Stop. Long story short, they couldn't get the big truck in. It was too soft out here in the middle. They ended up coming with the 50-yard truck. But guys, I have probably 10,000 yards of mulch here. This front pile is nothing. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or 6 piles there in the back also. It actually got to a point where I thought I was gonna have to say, that's it. You guys have to stop coming. I don't know what to do with all this material. You know, it's like free money when that stuff starts showing up. So the last thing I wanted to do was to tell them to stop bringing the mulch. And actually, we did a fruit tree trip down to Homestead. And while I was gone, Nick was here. He's been keeping up with the mulch. All of a sudden, they ran out of mulch at the county. So I was literally like a day away from saying, all right, guys, I need a couple of weeks to get caught up. We can't move this material fast enough. Really what I need is a monster machine, something like 2 to 3 times bigger than that yellow KCM I got. It's a great machine, but it has like a 1-yard bucket, fully heaped. Maybe I'm getting, 1 3/4 of a yard, but if I had something with a 4 or 5 yard bucket heaping 6 yards, I'd be moving 3/4 of that material, or 3 times the amount of material in a scoop. And with the amount of material I have to move across the property, something like that would be nice, like an old dinosaur case or John Deere, just something huge. Not ready yet, but I am keeping my eyes out. Hopefully eventually we'll get something big to leave here, because I'm moving the big machine back and forth right now, and we need it at the farm a couple days a week. So it is a little bit of a task, loading it, driving it, whatever, bringing it back and forth, where eventually we'll have something permanent here. But we have so much mulch, and this isn't the regular tree mulch that the county brought. This is more of tub grinding material, because they have a large dump facility. People are paying to dump there. They're bringing in a big grinder, tub grinder, like the one I talked about using here that cost $5,000, $6,000, $7,000 a day. So it's a little bit larger ground material, you could say. It's not as fine, not as pretty as this stuff. And we just spent 2 hours yesterday pushing this mulch in. And that mulch wanted sign has worked just unbelievable. It's awesome. So no lack of mulch. Problem, tree guys don't know where to dump. They start dumping over there in the corner. Yesterday when I got here, the stuff was at the gate. If you guys follow me on any of the other platforms, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, I make stories as I'm here during the week. You can kind of get a little bit more up to date, but that stuff was literally coming out the gate. There's a few thousand yards here right now. This is probably one of the biggest mountains in Pasco County, but maybe I'm wrong. But this is our front main mountain, and this area is just getting a little bit wet, so it's hard for the tree guys, and I haven't tried bringing them back into the back of the property. We spent about 2 days here, 3 weeks ago, working on this air potato, and this is the invasive air potato. This is not the edible variety, and there's little tubers in the ground. Some are like this, some are like this, some are like this, and if you don't get every single one of those up, these guys keep sprouting. So we thought we got them all out. We got to come back through, spend a little bit more time, and that's the hard work, the hand work, getting in there, digging those things up, chasing those little nuts, potatoes down, whatever you want to call them. They're a bear to get to say the least. So cherry laurel is tough, air potato is tough, everything else we're kind of getting through. And here's another one of our piles. Guys, we got no lack of mulch here now. Probably have enough to put a 6-inch layer all over the whole property, but we're going to focus a lot of it into the windbreaks, property buffers, and planting areas, and probably just sit on a lot of it to break down. Now this is all county mulch. Like I was telling you guys, it's a little stringier, it's a little bit bigger material. It does break down to breed black gold. It's just not as pretty. When the material's coming for free, you can't be picky. So here's another mountain, there's another mountain, there's another really big mountain, and I think they dumped 2 loads here to the right, 1 more load up there on the left, and we've got mulch for days. and no lack of rain. Yesterday we got 3 inches of rain within 6 hours. It has been non-stop here. It is hot, it is humid. We are in the peak of summer in Florida, so it's getting a little bit intense out here. Definitely want to work on these nursery areas once we get going here in a week or two. Starting at 6 a.m., stopping at noon, moving to the shade, getting out of the sun. I've even talked to friends that have been working a schedule from 6 to 1, taking off from 1 to 5, and then coming back and working 5 to 8. And it makes sense if you're staying close to the job site. You can go take a nap, you can go take a break, because this intense heat in the midday here is no joke. So Florida is hot right now. Here's another big pile of mulch, another one the county brought in. There's my last fire pit, and still got a ton of work to do down here on this west end of the property, but we're going to focus on developing all of this area, all of that area, and the front area and the market garden area, and working our way to the back. So this will be the last area we actually get our hands on, and my goal is to eventually get some base in here. Everything is just so short right now, everything is so expensive. Kind of waiting until prices maybe settle down a little bit or I find a good deal. But I want to get a road going over this way because, one, I know the county's coming back. Two, I want to start bringing those tree guys in this way. So if I get a base path the whole way into here, over to there, I can start putting in some arrows and just guiding that material to the back, less time moving it. And eventually I'll have another mountain over on that side of the property. So this is the furthest west pile they've brought me so far. And this area actually right here is where I'm thinking we're going to put the ag pole barn, somewhere to keep tractors, off-road diesel fuel, pots, potting materials, etc. Everything we need for the nursery. But guys, look at the size of this mountain. All of this material showed up for free. I bet you can guess why I didn't want to tell them to stop, because once you get them coming, you don't want to stop them. That's like a steady flow, like those guys out there by the road. I'm actually not even shutting the gates yet. I won't be doing that until I get an ag building and I keep a little bit more valuable stuff here, because I'd have to come here every morning at 6 o'clock, open the gates, come back every night to shut them up. So we're just leaving them open still until we get some, more machines here, obviously product on the ground, things that we have to worry about security wise. I got some really cool cameras sent to me. We'll be featuring them here soon, getting ready to put them up on some poles, but I almost had to tell those mulch guys to stop. And we have mountains. So got a fence, we got mulch. Next big thing on my list is power and a well, and obviously the nurseries like I just talked about. So just wanted to give you guys a quick little update video, show you what's growing on. Obviously the mulch is growing out here like crazy. Weeds are growing out here like crazy, and no lack of rain. All right guys, so it's 2022. Get out there and get working on that food forest. I hope you guys got that growing on, getting your fall garden ready. Most importantly, get out there and pound some dirt.